ay narito, tapat sa aming serbisyo. Walang problemang di malalampasan. Magliliwanag ang ating kinabukasan. Dance Radio, silid aralan sa radyo. Hatid namin makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo. Kahit saan at kahit kailan, hindi ka iiwanan. Hatid namin bagong kaalaman. Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong. Sulong edukalidad, Dance Radio. Learning is amazing.
Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
For something big.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR-FM. Pre-calculus, advanced algebra, intermediate algebra, trigonometry, elementary algebra, geometry. Mga araling dapat tuklasin. Mathematics Learning Area. Mathematics kahit saan, kahit kailan. Mathematics, maaasahan inyong tututukan dito sa 106.3 DWDR-FM. Basta Dance Radio, learning is amazing!
Hello! Hello everyone! Good day! Kumusta po kayong lahat? I hope you're all doing well. A blessed Thursday morning to all of you, especially our students who are watching with us today on Mana Live, the Facebook Live, and listening on Dance Radio 106.3 FM. Isang napakagandang umaga po sa ating lahat. So bago po tayo mag-umpisa, pa-comment naman dyan. Good morning po in your section, or anyong, or hello, or hi with your section, our dear learners. Yours truly is Teacher Marife Flores Guillermo, and my teammate in Team 9 and 10 is none other than Sir Sunny Bugawisan. Hello, sir!
Hello, good morning, Ma'am Marife. You're doing fine today, and you have na-prepare mo na ba yung yung mga tools mo mamaya? Okay, so amazing Thursday to everyone. Good morning sa inyong lahat. Of course, this time I would like to greet our Municipal Mayor, Honorable Christian Nino Chiwi. To our officer in charge, Sir Rodrigo B. Pascua. To our assistant principal, Ma'am Ruby R. Guillermo. And of course, to our head teacher, especially to our bakit ganon? To our head teachers, and especially to our supervisory head, Madam Merlinda Dayao Dante. Good morning, ma'am. To the 10 faculty and staff, especially to all the teachers of the mathematics learning area. Good morning po sa inyong lahat. At saka yung mga kasama natin na medyo hindi pa magaling-galing, bilisan yung gumaling. Magkikita tayo next week. Okay, Ma'am Marife?
Yes, thank you, Sir Sunny. So, our dear learners, na-comment na ba ang inyong pagbati sa lahat ng ating mga nanonood ngayon at sa ating mga viewers? Okay. So, special greetings to all our learners, especially our grade 9 learners. 9 Mendel, 9 Darwin, 9 Pasture, 9 SPJ, 9 SPA, 9 Anonas, 9 Atis, 9 Chico, 9 Avocado, 9 Lanzones, 9 Calamansi, 9 Dalandan, 9 Macopa, 9 Mango, 9 Guyabano. Okay, panay mga pagkain nito, panay mga prutas. Ang sarap kumain ng prutas. Okay. So, inaanyayahan din po namin ang lahat ng mga learners na manood at sumali sa ating activities mamaya. And don't forget to comment your section. Okay po? Reminder sa inyong lahat, RD learners, don't forget to comment your full name and section to the chat box for your attendance. Ayan. Bali, 15 sections po kayong lahat. So sa inyong lahat, kindly get now your paper and pen, learning activity sheets for the first week, week 1 and 2. Sabihin mo sa akin, ma'am, hindi ka pa nagbigay sa akin ng module ko. Yes, alam po namin yon. So sa mga nakapag-download po, and of course, nag-send naman po kami ng pictures, so makikita po yan sa cellphone ninyo. At kung wala po kayong hawak ngayon na self-learning module, okay lang po yan. Ibibigay po namin sa inyo yan sa September 30 kung matutuloy po kami at kung pagbibigyan po kami ng pagkakataon. So sa ngayon, makinig po muna kayo. Ang mahalaga po ngayon ay meron kayong matutunan ngayong araw na ito. Then log in to the ClassPoint application and this is the code 34536. So 25 lang po ang ma-accommodate dito. So sa mga hindi po ma-accommodate, pwede din po kayong makipag-participate sa pagsagot sa mga tanong sa pamamagitan ng pag-type ng iyong pangalan, section, question number at ang iyong sagot sa comment box. Ulitin ko. Kailangan na kapag sumagot ka mamaya sa mga tanong, i-type mo ang iyong pangalan, section, question number at ang iyong sagot sa comment box. Halimbawa, syempre pangalan ko, Marife Guillermo, section ko, 10 Camagong, and then number 1, halimbawa, number 1 yung sinagot ko, 1, then ano yung sagot? Is it yes or no? Okay? So kung sino po ang unang makakapag-send ng kumpleto at may tamang sagot, ay mananalo ng 20 peso worth of load. Ma'am, bakit nag 20 peso na lang po? 20 pesos na lang po, dati 50 pesos. Kasi RD learners, mas marami na po ang ating mga winners ngayon. Kung dati noon, ang winners lang natin ay 4. Ngayon, ang magiging winners na natin ay 10. O, di ba? So, mas marami tayong mabibigyan ng load ng mga estudyante. So, sa mga gustong mag-sponsor, pwede din po. Nakahanda po kaming tumanggap ng iyong ibibigay. Okay, so 10 winners po ang mananalo sa inyo ngayon. Natuto ka na, nanalo ka pa. O di ba? Really, in Doña Aurora, learning is amazing. Sir Sunny?
Wow, thank you very much, ma'am, for that very inspiring instruction. Nanibago yung mga anak ko sa instruction mo, pero sa tingin ko nakapaliwanag naman. Ang galing-galing mo talagang teacher, Ma'am Marife. So I salute you. Okay, so before we will start, may I introduce our learning facilitators because without them, itong program na ito ay hindi matutuloy. Okay, especially to our only teacher, Madam Naida Valencia Mangabat, and teacher Marilyn Martin Juliano. She is our presentation designer of today's discussion. Galing-galing talaga ni Ma'am Marilyn. Talagang ang tawag doon, you deserve your title as extra miler in the mathematics department. And of course, the man behind the scene, teacher Jacel Resson Guillermo. And to give us the agenda, may we have teacher Naida Mangabat, and for the learning competencies, may we call also teacher Marilyn Juliano respectively. So Ma'am Naida, take it away.
Thank you, Teacher Sunny. Good morning, everyone, and Merry Christmas. Hello to my grade 9 students, 9 Mango and 9 Guyabano. So our agenda for today are the following. First, review the quadratic equations. Second, solve quadratic equations using different methods. Third, nature of the roots of quadratic equation. And fourth, discuss the quadratic inequalities. I hope, my dear students, that you will learn a lot for our discussion today. God bless everyone.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Naida. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my dear students. Hi! Shout out sa aking advisory class, grade 10 Jimelina. Nanonood sila ngayon kahit grade 10. encourage natin na manood para ma-review sila sa mga lesson ng ating nung grade 9 topics. And of course, ang aking grade 9 Lanzones, grade 9 Avocado, at grade 9 Calamansi. Ayan, thank you mga anak. Yung iba naka-login na. So keep tuning in hanggang sa matapos natin yung episode. Kasi reminders lang, kailangan yung i-take note yung mga natutunan nyo at i-picturean nyo yan mamaya at kasama yan dun sa screenshot or selfie na isesend nyo sa inyong RBI learnings for today. So dahil wala tayong RBI, eto yung mga learning competencies na i-discuss natin today. First, solves the quadratic equations by completing the square and by using quadratic formula. Pero i-review natin yung iba pang method. So, na-discuss natin yan sa ating mga usap tayo sessions natin, pero i-review natin ulit yung 4 na method. Hindi lang yung completing the square and using the quadratic formula. Next, we will also characterize the roots of a quadratic equation using the discriminant, and we will illustrate and solve quadratic inequalities. So, ito yung mga learning competencies na kailangan ninyong abangan na i-discuss today. Okay po. Balik tayo kay Ma'am Marife, Teacher Marife, para sa introduction ng quadratic equations.
Yes, thank you, Teacher Marilee. So bago tayo mag-start ng introduction, pa-comment naman dyan, quadratic equations. Okay, RD learners, pa-comment naman dyan sa ating chat box, quadratic equations. And of course, pa-screenshot na din para mamaya pasend na lang sa ating FB group. Okay? At ganun na din sa lahat ng mga learners. Okay po? So para malaman din namin kung nandyan pa kayo. Ano po, RD learners? Kasi para sa inyo to. Kaya kami gumagawa ng ganitong presentation, naghahanda ng live discussion dahil ito para sa inyo. Dahil kahit na nasa kasalukuyan pa rin ang pandemic, patuloy pa rin ang paghahatid ng serbisyo ng inyong mga teachers in mathematics learning area. Okay, so noong grade 8 ka, ang anong lesson mo? It is all about linear equations. And the degree of the exponent is in the first degree, right? Now, ngayong grade 9 ka, ang lesson mo na is quadratic equations. So, ano ang degree ng exponent na ngayong grade 9 ka sa quadratic equation? That is in the second degree. Noong grade 8 ka, ano ang graph ng linear equation? So, ang graph is straight line. Ngayong quadratic, ngayon, dito sa quadratic equation, ang graph mo na ay parabola. Okay? So malalaman mo, marami ka pang malalaman as we go on with our lesson for today's session. Okay? Do not forget to please write your answers in the comment box with your complete name. Ma'am, bakit kailangan ko may sulat yung pangalan ko? May pangalan na ako dyan. Kasi naman po, meron sa inyo yung balibaliktad ang pangalan sa Facebook. So, natural, hindi po namin mababasa yan ng mabuti. Kaya po nire-require namin na isulat nyo po ang inyong kompletong pangalan, section, question number, and your answer. Any question po? So, may we start, Sir Sunny, for question number 1.
Oh yes, Ma'am Marife. I think naka-ready na ang ating mga estudyante dito sa ating question number 1. So please listen attentively. And don't forget, yung instruction na ibigay ni Ma'am Marife, magagalit siya pag hindi masusunod yon, at saka hindi magpa-qualified ang inyong mga sagot. Okay, so is this a quadratic equation? 2x squared plus 2x is equal to 5. Yes or no? Go, go, go. I will repeat. Is this a quadratic equation? 2x squared plus 2x equals 5. Yes or no? Go, go, go mga anak. Back to you, Ma'am Marife.
Yes. So kailangan ba na malaman na natin ang sagot ngayon? Or pagkatapos ng explanation ni Ma'am Naida?
Ma'am, tingnan na natin sa ating chat box kung sino yung unang sumagot.
Okay.
Meron na kasi nagbigay ng tamang sagot. Nakita ko siya.
Okay, sige Ma'am Marilyn.
Kaya lang po, paalala sa mga magbibigay ng sagot, kailangan ilagay ang pangalan, section, yung number, at yung letter. So yung nandito po sa ating mga sumagot, may sumagot na una, siya yung nauna, kaya lang hindi niya po nailagay yung section niya. Sorry po, dapat ilagay yung section. So ang unang nakasagot po ng tama ay si Thea May Galabay ng grade 9 Darwin.
Wow.
Ilista natin yung pangalan niya ha.
Galabay.
Thea May Galabay of 9 Darwin. Congratulations, Thea May.
Wow, congratulations, Thea May of 9 Darwin. Siya po ang kaunahang winner natin ngayon. Okay, so congratulations, Thea. Now may we proceed to the definition of quadratic equation, the explanation to be explained by Ma'am Naida Mangabat.
Okay, thank you once again, Teacher Marife. So ayan, alam nila, nabasa na nila ang kanilang last sa quadratic equation. Hindi pa na ibibigay ang definition, nakasagot na sila. So quadratic equations can be written in form or in the standard form ax is square plus bx plus c equals 0. For a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So here are the examples. Example number 1, we have 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals 0. Second, we have the quantity of x plus 3 times the quantity of x minus 5 equals 0. Okay. Parang hindi siya quadratic, pero quadratic siya kapag pinag-multiply yung dalawang binomials. And the third example is we have x times the quantity of x minus 5 equals 15. So those are the examples of quadratic equations. Ang pinakamadali po na titingnan natin kung example siya ng quadratic equation ay kung nasa second degree. Yung first example, madali lang po nating i-determine na quadratic equation siya kasi andun agad yung exponent na 2. Okay. And the rest, kailangan pag-multiplyin para ma-determine na siya ay quadratic. So that is the definition of quadratic equations. Back to you, Marife.
Thank you, Teacher Naida. Okay, so may we now move to the second question. I find the standard form. What is the standard form of the quadratic equation? 3x times the quantity of x minus 2 equals 10. What is the standard form of the quadratic equation? 3x quantity x minus 2 equals 10. Is it ax squared minus 6x minus 10 equals 0? So, true or false? Tama po ba yung nakasulat dyan na standard form ng 3x, the quantity of x minus 2 equals 10 is 3x squared minus 6x minus 10 equals 0. true or false. Again, do not forget to type your name, your section, and the number 2. Number 2 na tayo ha, and your
Okay.
answer.
Meron ulit na ako ng tamang sagot. Ma'am
Yes.
Marife, ang bibilis ng ating mga anak.
Wow! Ibig sabihin,
Wow, from 9 Darwin ulit. Hindi talaga nagpapahuli ang 9 Darwin, ha? This is from
Wow.
Christian Vino. Christian F. Vino of 9 Darwin. So, ang sagot niya daw ay true. Sir, acknowledge lang natin yung mga students natin nakapasok sa class point up
Yes.
natin. Meron tayong 8 students na nandun. So, mamaya may
Yes.
questions na. Pero pwede pa rin silang sumali sa ating comment box. So, again, congratulations, Christian F. Vino of 9 Darwin.
Okay, congratulations. Okay, so now we proceed to the solution of question number 2. May we call on Teacher Marilyn.
Okay, so yung ating question kanina ay 3x quantity of x minus 2 is equal to 10. So ang tanong kanina, tama ba yung standard form na nailagay? So tingnan lang po natin kung paano nakuha yung tamang sagot. So first, we will use the distributive property, and then i-distribute po natin yung 3x dun sa loob ng ating parentheses. So 3x squared, 3x times negative 2, that is negative 6x, and then copy natin yung 10. And then gagamit tayo ng subtraction property of equality. Ito yung para mailipat natin yung 10 sa kabilang side. So subtract natin both sides by negative 10, and then masi-zero na yung kabila. Ang sagot na ay 3x squared minus 6x minus 10. So ayan po. Congratulations po ulit. Hindi lang dun sa nauna, pati dun sa mga ibang nag-send ng kanilang tamang sagot. Okay. Next na po tayo. Teacher, question number 3, Sir Sunny na po.
Wow! Thank you very much, Ma'am Marilyn. Talagang nagle-level up ang Team 9 and 10, ha? Although wala yung natin, yung princess natin dun sa Jamboard Writer. Kasi nasa bahay pa lang siya. Pagaling ka, Ma'am Delma. Okay, this is now the question number 3, mga anak. What is the value of A in the given quadratic equation 15x squared plus 5x plus 9 is equal to 0? Is it 15, 5, or 9? Okay, I will repeat. What is the value of A in the given quadratic equation? 15x squared plus 5x plus 9 equals 0. Is it 15, 5, or 9? Go, go, go! Pwede na tayong sasagot. Okay, back to you, Ma'am Maribel.
Oh, meron na ba tayong winner?
Oh, may winner! May winner na po tayo from 9 Chico.
Wow, Chico this time, ha?
Angelique
Chico talaga.
Castillo Aquino. O, di ba? Ang pinakaunang nakasagot, ang sagot niya ay 15.
Ang galing niya, hindi ko alam yan, ha?
Angelique kasi Aquino of 9 Chico.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations, 9 Chico.
Okay, go, 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 9 Chico! Go, go, go! 9 Atis! Galingan niyo po mga anak. Kaya natin
Nine
po.
Da-
Fighting!
9 Darwin, 9 Mendel, and 9 Pasture. Hinihintay ko yung mga sagot nyo.
O tama din ang 9 avocado, hawak ko yan. Sir, kaya lang nahuli lang. May 9 lansones din na nakasagot, sir. Kaya lang medyo nahuli lang sila, kaya hindi sila nanalo.
Okay.
Pero tama yung sagot nila. Congratulations mga anak.
Yes. So kung meron kayo,
Ay, may 7 Archimedes, sir, na sumagot at tama yung sagot niya.
Wow.
Diba?
Galing niya, ha?
Galing natin.
the learners, pa-comment naman yung emoji ng fighting. Okay? Kung hindi mo alam yung emoji ng fighting, sulat mo na lang in word. Okay? So, tignan natin kung sino ang mga madalas na magpo-comment sa ating chat box. Okay. So, may we now proceed to the solving quadratic equations. Actually, class, we have four methods on how are we going to solve quadratic equations. The first one is extracting the square root. And the second one is by factoring. Third, by completing the square. And 4 is using the quadratic formula. So you listen very carefully, our dear learners, kasi lahat ito importante. Dala-dala mo dapat ito. Yung lesson na maaaral mo ngayon, aaralin mo ulit ito, i-apply mo, kako sana. I-apply mo ito pagdating mo ng grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12. Importante ito. And syempre, pagdating mo pa sa college. Okay, so pa-comment naman po. Ano ang gusto mo dyan? 1, 2, 3, 4. Anong favorite mo? So yun ang i-comment mo dyan. Is it the extracting, square root, factoring, completing the square, or using the quadratic formula? O, i-kwan na lang natin. Liitan mo na lang. Kung hindi mo, mahirapan kang i-type yung buo. Okay? So, tingnan nga natin, paki-comment po sa ating chat box kung ano po ang gustong-gusto ninyo dyan at kung ano yung pakiramdam mo na madali sa'yo. Okay? So, habang nagko-comment kayo, may we proceed now to the extracting of square roots to be discussed to us by Teacher Naida Mangabot.
Hello, grade 9. So, start tayo sa pag-discuss methods ng solving quadratic equations. For this time, I will explain how to solve quadratic equation by extracting the square roots. Okay? So, we have here example number 1. The quadratic equation x squared equals 36. Okay, so before we are going to extract the square root of the quadratic equation, see if that the term with the variable is on the left side of the equal sign and the constant is on the right side of the equal sign. If that is the case, just extract immediately the square roots of both sides. So we have square root of x squared equals square root of 36. And we have the square root of x squared is x. The square root of 36 is positive or negative, or positive and negative 6. So therefore, we have two values of the roots of quadratic equation x squared equals 36. That is x equals 6 and x equal to negative 6. Okay, so that is example number 1 on solving quadratic equation by extracting the square root. Let us have another example. The next example is x squared plus 81 equals 0. Okay. The constant is on the left side of the equation. So we need to move to the right side of the equation by applying the subtraction property of equality. So we have x squared plus 8 minus 81 equals 0 minus 81. Okay, so ganyan po ang gagawin para 81 minus 81 is 0, maiiwan na lang, or we come up with x squared equals negative 81. Kapag ganyan na ang arrangement ng quadratic equation, i-square root na natin siya. So we have to extract the square roots of both sides. So we have square root of x squared is x, but the square root of negative 81 has no real roots. So therefore, the quadratic equation x squared plus 81 has no real roots. Okay, so that is how to solve the quadratic equation by extracting the square root. Let us have another method with the next facilitator natin. Thank you, Teacher Refe.
Good, Teacher Naida. Now may we have for the second example, may we have Teacher Marilyn.
Okay na ma'am, okay na po yung example number 2. Ano na po tayo? Question number 4 na po.
Okay, so may we have the question number 4. Ito na. Okay, so which of the following is the solution set of the equation x squared minus 64? Ano yun? Ano yung katuloy nun, Teacher Marilyn? X squared, nawala? Okay, sabi. Teacher Marilyn, okay. X squared minus 64 equals 0. So we have here the choices. A is 8 and negative 8. 8. Letter B. Letter C is negative 8. And letter D is 64. Okay.
Ayan, sige, tignan natin sa comment box natin kung meron na pong nagpasa ng kanilang sagot.
Application po yan ng solving quadratic equation by extracting the square.
Ayan, so remember mga anak, dapat dalawa, di ba, ang answer natin kapag quadratic equation. Hindi lang isa. So sayang yung sagot na nauna, walang letter yung sagot niya. So ang nauna na naman ay si Christian Vino of 9 Darwin. Ang bilis ni Christian sumagot.
Congratulations, Christian Vino of 9 Darwin. So meron na tayong winner sa question number 4. So Christian Vino of 9 Darwin, congratulations, anak. So marami ka na
Yung mga nasa class point din, i-acknowledge lang natin, Ma'am Marife, lahat sila, ayan, sumasagot naman doon sa ating class point. Okay, kasi ang winner po natin ulit ay si Christian Vino of 9 Darwin. So yung mga nasa class point, tama lahat ang sagot nila. Letter A din.
Congratulations, Christian. Parang nagle-level up ka ngayon na. Sumusulit ka.
Yung susunod sa kanya, sige, dalawa na si Christian.
Ay, 40 pesos na kami.
May 20 pesos na kami.
Ay, sige po. Factoring, Ma'am Marife.
The second method of solving quadratic equation, this is by factoring. Ito yung pinakamabili. Sa lahat ng methods, ito yung pinakamabili. Okay, so dapat ito yung mamaster ninyo, our dear learners. Solving quadratic equations by factoring to be discussed by Teacher Naida.
Okay, so akala ko kay Teacher Martin na sa akin pa pala. Okay, so another method in solving quadratic equation is by factoring. Kanina, extracting the square root. Ngayon naman by factoring. First example, we have the quadratic equation x squared plus 5x equals negative 6. Oh, may step siya para mabilis na intindihin. Step number 1 for s, we are going to write the equation in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So the standard form now is x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Okay. Then, step 2, factor the non-zero side. What are the non-zero sides? So we have x squared plus 5x plus 6. What are the factors of 6? Whose sum is 5? Okay. We have different factors of 6. It can be 6 times 1, so that is 6. But we are going to add 6 and 1. The sum is 7. Ang hinahanap nating factor ng 6 ay kapag pinag-plus natin siya, ang sum niya is 5. So aside from 6 times 1, ano pa ang ibang factor ng 6? We have 2 times 3. Okay. The factors 2 and 3, if we are going to add, the sum is 5. So therefore, we have the factors of the quadratic equation x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0, which is the quantity of x plus 3 times the quantity of x plus 2 equals 0. Then, Equate its linear factors. One of the linear factor 0. One of the linear factor is x plus 3. Let us equate it to 0. So we have x plus 3 equals 0. So x is equal to negative 3. Ayan siya. Oh. Step 3. Yan. So we have set its factor equal to 0. So we have the first factor is x plus 3 equals 0. Then by subtraction property again, we have x plus 3 minus 3 equals 0 minus 3 and x is equal to negative 3. And the other factor, x plus 2 equals 0, we have x plus 2 minus 2 equals 0 minus 2 para mailipat sa right side yung positive 2. And that is x is equal to negative 2. Therefore, the value of the x in the equation is negative 3 and negative 2. So let us check by substituting obtained value of x in the original equation. So let x equals negative 3. Original equation is x squared plus 5x equals negative 3. Just simply substitute x with negative 3. We have negative 3 squared plus 5 times negative 3 equals negative 6. Simplifying it further, we have the square of negative 3 is 9. And we have 5 times negative 3 is negative 15 equals negative 6. Then 9 plus negative 15 is negative 6 equals negative 6. So they are the same. So therefore, we can say that negative 3 is the solution of the equation. What about the second value of x, that is negative 2? Again, substitute also to the original equation and we have negative 2 squared plus 5 times negative 2 equals negative 6. The square of negative 2 is 4 plus 5 times negative 2, that is negative 10 equals negative 6. So we have negative 6 equals negative 6. So both in the checking, we arrive with a true statement. Therefore, we can say that the solution of the quadratic equation x squared plus 5x equals negative 6 are negative 3 and negative 2. Okay, thank you so much, Teacher Marife.
Thank you, Teacher Naida. Okay, so now may we have the next one. May we have question number 5 by Sir Sunny.
Okay, so ready na tayo sa ating question number 5 dahil katatapos lang na-explain ni Ma'am Naida kung paano mag-solve by factoring. Okay, ito yung question natin mga anak. Solve the equation x squared plus 8x plus 15 equals 0 by factoring. Is it A, x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 3? Letter B, x is equal to negative 5 and x is equal to positive 3? Is it letter C, x is equal to negative 5 and x is equal to negative 3? Or letter D, x is equal to 5 and x is equal to negative 3? Okay, I will repeat once more. Solve the equation x squared plus 8x plus 15 is equal to 0 by factoring. Is it A, 5 and 3? Letter B, negative 5 and positive 3? Letter C, negative 5 and negative 3? Or letter D, x is equal to 5 or x is equal to negative 3? Okay, go, go, go.
Thank you.
Ayan. So yan, application ng factoring. Ang clue natin yan, yung 15, i-factor natin na kung saan ang sum niya ay 8.
Galing yung nasa class point natin na tatlo pala tama ang kanilang sagot. Tingnan nga natin kung sino yung tatlong nag-submit. Si Kaya Lumandas, Natasha Perltan, and Jonard Alonso. So, galing. Tatlo sila, tama yung kanilang sagot. Sa chat box po natin, meron na kayo nakakuha ng tamang sagot.
Congratulations, Natasha. You made it again.
Congratulations sa tatlo. Sagot sa
Sa chat box po natin, sino po ang unang nakakuha ng tamang sagot? I think, meron na po ba?
sino po? Meron na ba?
John Mark Pancho po ba ng 9 Darwin ang pinakaunang nag-comment ng tamang sagot?
Oh, 9 Darwin. Very active naman ng 9 Darwin.
John Mark Pancho, ang sagot niya, number 5C. X is equal to -5 and X is equal to -3. So siya lang naman yung nakita kong pinakauna pong nag-comment ng tamang sagot. Sumusunod yung taga Lanzones, from 9 Lanzones, si Jezbel Bukad. Yan. So, John Mark Pancho po ng 9 Darwin ang pinakauna. So, siya po ang bibigyan natin ng 20 peso load. Okay po ba, Ma'am Marife?
Yes. Congratulations, John Mark Pancho. We hope 9 Darwin. Napaka-active ng 9 Darwin ngayon. Go, go, go!
Siguro, Ma'am, yung mga nakakabigay ng sagot na hindi na nanalo, ino-note na lang natin para may mga points naman sila kasi sayang din yung effort nila, di po ba? Kaya huwag kayong ma-discourage, ma-motivate lang kayo na sumagot kahit hindi kayo nanalo. Mamaya, i-review po namin yung comment box at kung nakita na namin na hawak namin, kaya bibigyan namin kayo ng additional points. Di ba, Ma'am? Sir, okay lang po yun?
Correct. Correct, teacher. O kaya, i-screenshot na lang nila, teacher. And then i-send nila sa'yo. Para mapito
Oo, screenshot na lang nila. Pwede rin. Screenshot nila tapos send sa ano.
Yes. Para naman kahit pa paano mabigyan natin sila ng recognition. O, hindi ba? Okay, so pwede na ba tayong mag-proceed for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So may we have the third method in solving quadratic equation, and this is by completing the square. Dito madalas yung mga estudyante, meron yung gustong-gusto nila ito, meron naman yung ayaw nila. Okay. Panoorin, makinig ng mabuti para mas lalong mahalin ang method na ito. Take it away, Teacher Marilyn.
Yes, thank you, Ma'am Marife. Inano ko lang yung first para mas makita niyo yung malalaking slide. Okay, so ang equation natin ngayon, mga anak, ay x squared minus 4x minus 2. So how are we going to solve this equation if wala tayong makitang factors nung constant na pwede natin kuhanan ng sum? Kagaya sa factoring, hindi natin siya kayang isolve ng factoring. Tulad ito, wala namang factors, ma'am, yung negative 2. Para maging sum sana is negative 4. So dito na papasok si completing the square. So pwede natin siyang gamitan ng another method. Ang tawag dyan ay completing the square. So ang first step po natin, dapat ma-transform natin si equation into x squared plus b over ax is equal to negative ca. Ano po ang ibig sabihin nun? Si negative 2, ilipat mo muna siya sa kabila para maging positive 2 and then maglagay ka ng dalawang blank dyan. Tapos po, mag-a-add tayo sa bawat side ng half ng coefficient ng x. Ano po ba yung coefficient? Ito yung number na kasama nung x. Di ba? X squared tsaka x yan. So, ang number na kasama ng x is negative 4. Hindi po ba? Ano daw ang gagawin kay negative 4? Kailangan mo muna natin siyang half, hatiin. I-divide natin sa 2 at saka natin siya i-square. So, ayan. So, ang half po ng negative 4 is negative 2. I-square natin yan, magiging 4. Anong gagawin natin dun sa 4 na makukuha natin? Yun po yung ilalagay natin sa ating blank. Okay? Para maging complete na siya. Okay, so complete na yung ating equation. Ano po ang susunod na gagawin? Susulat natin yung kabilang side. Kasi yung kabilang side, kung napansin nyo, ang tawag dyan ay perfect square trinomial na siya. So, gagawin natin siyang square of a binomial. So, paano po natin siya gagawin square of a binomial? Kailangan lang square root ng first term, which is x squared, and then square root ng last term, which is 4. So, ang square root ng x squared ay x. So, kung ano yung middle term, ano po yung sign ng middle term, yun na rin yung sign ng ating binomial. So, magiging negative din siya, and then square root ng 4 is 2, kaya naging x minus 2 quantity squared. So yung nasa kabilang side, kokopyahin lang po natin yan. So ano po ang susunod na step after that? So take na natin yung square root of each side. Kasi ang target natin, mahanap lang yung value ng x. So kailangan nating tanggalin yung square. So para matanggal yung square, kailangan po ng square root. And then, meron pang negative 2 doon, ilipat lang ulit natin sa kabilang side, magiging positive 2 na siya. So ang values na ng ating x, tandaan mga anak, laging dalawa ang value niyan. So paghiwalayin lang, x is equal to 2 plus square root of 6. And then x is equal to 2 minus square root of 6. Ma'am, bakit yung square root of 6? Kasi po, hindi eksakto yung value niya, hindi siya perfect square. May value pero matagal siyang kuhanin. So kung ganito, i-accept na namin yung ganyang sagot. So square root of 6 na lang yung ilalagay nyo. So yan na yung ating roots. Yan na yung solution. So balikan lang natin ulit yung step. Ulitin ko po, ilipat yung negative to sa kabila, magiging positive. I-square mo yung gitna, yan, pero i-half mo muna, naging 4. So idagdag yung 4. And then, square root yung both sides kapag nailipat mo na yung ating perfect square trinomial into the square of binomial and then solve for x. So yan po ulit yung ating procedure. So, I hope po naintindihan. Kung may tanong, i-PM niyo lang po or after na ng episode, tsaka po natin siya sasagutin. Okay? Okay na po. Next na tayo sa question number 6 by Ma'am Naida. Ma'am Naida? Nakamute ka po, Ma'am Naida? Nakamute po.
Sorry,
Ayan.
ako. Okay, so question number 6. Transform the perfect square trinomial x squared minus 10x plus 25 equals 0 into a square of a binomial. Letter A, the quantity of x plus 5 squared equals 0. Letter B, the quantity of x minus 5 squared equals 0. Letter C, the quantity of x plus 10 squared equals 0. And letter D, the quantity of x minus 10 squared equals 0. Itong question po ito ay application sa ipinaliwanag ni Teacher Marilyn. Habang hinihintay natin ang mga sagot, yung mga iba dyan na nakapag-text na, nakapag-comment na ng sagot, comment naman ng perfect square trinomial sa ating comment box o kaya PST. And sige. Yung mga mabilis dyan na magsagot ng comment ng tamang sagot, i-comment na ang PST. Perfect square trinomial sa ating comment box.
Okay,
Ano,
Ma'am Naida,
Ate
pag nakatingin ako dun sa ating class point, at the same time, nakatingin ako dun sa nagsisend ng comment. Doon sa class point, nauna siyang nag-send ng sagot. Siguro i-ano natin siya, i-consider natin siya. Kasi bago nakasagot yung nasa comment box, nakita ko sa class point, nakasagot na siya ng tamang sagot. So, i-acknowledge lang natin si Musikaya Lumandas. Yun nga lang, wala siyang section. Musikaya Lumandas, o anong section mo anak? Paki-comment nga sa ating chat box para ma-note natin. Kasi sa class point, hindi ka nakalagay anak ng sagot mo. Pero,
Kahit comment box, nag-answer din siya pero wala siyang section. Sayang. Wala siya.
O, ilagay po yung section So, ibigay siguro natin kasi nauna siya. Naka-check ako dun sa class point at the same time sa comment box. So, nauna siyang nagbigay ng tamang sagot. So, Musikaya, anong section mo anak? Alam ko, hawak ko siya Grade. Ayoko lang magsabi ng section, di ko matandaan. Okay, sige, maalamin na lang natin. Ayan, 9 avocado. Ayan, sige, congratulations anak. Nakita ko kasi, first siyang nag-send dun sa ating class point. Okay, next na po tayo.
So next,
Quadratic formula. Diretso ko na po ang quadratic formula. Yan. So, ang ating quadratic formula ay eto na yung hindi mo siya ma-solve using factoring, using extracting the square root, and using completing the square. So, ito na yung pinakamadali. Kasi ito, kahit anong klaseng equation, kayang-kayang sagutan ng ating quadratic formula. So, ano po yung steps natin? Meron tayong tatlong steps in solving the quadratic formula. So, iisa-isahin po natin lahat yan. Ano yung unang gagawin natin pag nag-solve ng equation using the quadratic formula? Una, kailangan po yung ating equation ay nasa standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Bakit? Kasi po, pag hindi naka-standard form yan, mali na yung magiging step 2 mo. So, tandaan mga anak ha, dapat naka-standard form. Kailangan ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 yung ating form. And then, we have to identify the values of a, b, and c in the equation. So, alam nyo na yan. So, yung a, siya yung coefficient ng x squared, yung b, coefficient ng x, at yung c ay yung ating constant. Yan. So, alam na natin yung a, b, and c. Ano na po yung last step? Ito na yung i-replace natin or papalitan natin yung values ng a, b, and c sa ating quadratic formula. Yan. So, palitan lang yung b naging negative 11, yung a naging 6, yung c naging 10, at yung a sa baba naging 6. Simplify. Pag nag-simplify po tayo, unahin yung nasa loob ng ating parenthesis. Okay, square root, yung nasa loob ng square root. So, negative 11 times negative 11, that is positive 121. Negative 4 times 6, that is negative 24 times negative 10, that is positive 240. I-add yung nasa loob, 361. Meron ba tayong square root ng 361 na eksakto? Meron po, which is 19. So, paghiwalayin lang, 11 plus 19, 11 minus 19, all over 12. So, ang values po natin ay 5 over 2 and negative 2 over 3. So, yan po. Yan ang paggamit ng quadratic formula. Okay na po, Ma'am Marife?
Thank you, Teacher Marilyn. Now, may we proceed to question number 7. Which of the following is the quadratic formula? Oh, eto na. Kung nakinig kayo kanina, makukuha mo ang tamang sagot dito. Letter A, x is equal to b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over by 2a. Letter B is x is equals to negative b plus minus the square root of b minus 4ac all over by 2a. Letter C, x is equal to negative b plus minus the square root of b squared plus 4ac all over by 2a. And letter D, Teacher Marilyn, letter D is x is equal to negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over by 2a. Okay. So ano kaya ang tamang sagot? Huwag kalimutan i-type ang iyong pangalan, ang inyong section, at ang number 7, and of course, your answer. Tignan nga natin kung makakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay, meron na ba?
Wala pong nakakakuha ng tamang sagot.
Importante ito, tulad din ang sinabi ni Teacher Marilyn kanina, ito magagamit mo.
Puro nalito sila kasi parang pare-pareho.
Yes, true.
Nalito sila, alin dyan? Akala nila yun na. Ala, sige, wala pa po. Tignan mo mabuti yung ating mga equation.
Yan ang mabuti.
Wala pa pong nakakakuha ng tamang sagot. Sayang naman yung 20 peso load po natin. Sige, type nyo lang, may chance pa kayo.
Letter B. Letter
Nakakatawa, pati yung sa class point natin, hindi nila nakuha. Kasi letter A ang sagot nila.
Pwede din naman na.
So, ibig sabihin na,
I-type mo muna yung A. So, saan na i-type mo yung A?
ayan, may nakakuha na po ng tamang sagot from 9 Mingo.
Wow, 9 Mango.
Josel S. Yalon. Josel Salviejo Yalon of 9 Mingo. Sige, note ko lang po for question number 7.
Yalon. Okay. 9 Mango. Congratulations. Wow, very attentive siya. Kasi,
Oo. Kasi kung titingnan mo parang pare-pareho.
diba? Okay, sa ating mga Learners, paki-comment naman dyan. QF. That is quadratic formula. And of course, ito na ang aming if mayroon kaming ipaparinig sa inyo at panonoorin nyo na quadratic formula song. Para naman kahit papaano, kahit na nandyan ka sa panyo, kahit nandyan ka na nag-uurong, kakantahin mo lang ito, maaalala mo si quadratic formula. Okay, pa-comment naman dyan. QF.
Pero ma'am, hulaan muna nila kung anong kanta galing kinuha.
Kung saan kinuhaan.
At abangan natin yung sayaw ni Sir Sunny.
Yes.
Dapat kakanta muna si Ma'am Marife kasi mahirap sumayaw pag walang kanta.
Sige, panoodin muna po natin.
Sample muna yung kanta para kaya kong ikompas yan.
Kung ba naririnig? Ulitin natin ha, ulitin natin. Ano kaya, saan kaya, anong kanta kaya yung pinanggaling niya? Pwede yung sa inyo?
Quadratic formula is gonna help me out. And the discriminant tells me what it's all about. E squared minus 4 times AC tells me the answer is real or imaginary. Standard form, that's what it must be. I have to get my numbers from A, B, and C. Now plug it into the quadratic formula.
Yes.
Negative B plus or minus square root B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Negative B plus or minus square root B squared minus 4AC all over 2A.
Yan. Na-memorize po kaya ng ating mga bata yung ating quadratic formula because of that song? Walang nag-comment, Ma'am Marife, kung anong title. Ayun, may sumagot. From Kimberly Mendoza of Nine Darwin, sabi niya, Rolling in the Deep. Di ba? Shout out daw po muna sa ating mga tao dito. Acknowledge po natin yung Villafugu Integrated School from Villafugu, Aurora Isabela, Romnick Subia, Gemma Rose Yoson, Glenn Hervasio, and teacher Marian Cabaltican. And of course, yung parents po nila na nanonood sa atin ngayon. Shout out po sa inyo, Dan. Thank you for watching po. Ayan.
King. Salamat po.
Ma'am Marife, kakantahin mo na daw, ma'am, yung quadratic formula o si Sir Sunny na lang.
Sir Sunny ang kakanta niya. Kasi
Para mas madali daw ma-memorize ng ating mga anak.
yes.
Kaya nga eh. Alam nila yan kasi mga millennial yan, alam nila yan. Ono pa lang, alam na nila eh. Yan.
Okay. So,
Sir Sunny po.
may we have the, tapos na ba tayo sa question? Ay, tapos na tayo. So, may we have the discussion on lesson 2. So, we have the nature of the roots of quadratic equation. So, ito na yung discriminant. Kanina, kung nakinig kayo sa ating kanta kanina, may nabanggit doon na discriminant. That is the square root of b squared minus 4ac. O, diba? So, may we learn from Sir Sunny Bugawisan, the Master Teacher 2 of Mathematics Learning Area.
Okay, so this time I am tasked to discuss with you, my dear student, the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. And before that, may we try to define first what is the nature. Pag sinasabi nating nature, alam nyo, ang nature ni Ma'am Marife ay masiyahing teacher yan at hindi niya alam magsimangot yan. Palaging naka-smile. Napapansin niyo ba yan? So parang ganun din. Meron din kasing katangian yung roots ng ating quadratic equation. Okay, by the way, napansin nyo ba yung mga example na ibinigay ng ating mga learning facilitator? Kagaya ni Ma'am Naida at saka ni Ma'am Marilyn. Kanina, meron tayong 3 groups of roots of the quadratic equation. No? So, nandito na, nakikita natin dito, no? Ang isa dito is 2 distinct real roots. Yan. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Dalawang magkaibang totoong ugat ng quadratic equation. And when we say ugat, tinagalog ko lang yung roots ha. And roots is just the same term for our solution of the equation. And then, yung pangalawang nature natin o katangian ng roots ay 2 equal roots. Okay, so yung dalawang beses na gamit yung number na yon na solution ng quadratic equation. If you can still remember, my dear student, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn kanina at saka si Ma'am Marife, dapat dalawa ang sagot natin sa quadratic equation. At paano natin nalalaman na dalawa ang sagot nito? Because of the exponent of the leading term, which is 2. So doon natin nakikita kung ilan ang roots ng isang rational equation or rational algebraic expression. Kapag ito ay quadratic, dalawa. And then the third, no real roots. Okay, so ito yung tatlong katangian natin. And this time, we can predict kung ito ba ay 2 distinct real roots, 2 real roots, or no real roots by using our discriminant. Okay, so ang gagamitin natin ay ating discriminant. Nasaan ba yung discriminant na yan? Ito ay part ng quadratic equation, yung katatapos lang natin kinanta kanina. The opposite of b plus minus the square root of b squared 4ac all over 2a. So kahit natutulog ka, pwede nating memorize yun. Napakadali. And our discriminant ay yung term na nasa loob ng square root sign. And that is b squared minus 4ac. Okay. So if the value of this one, yung b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, okay, I will repeat it is a perfect square that is greater than 0, then the roots will be 2 distinct real roots. O, napakaliwanag yun mga anak ha. If the value of b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, then we have 2 distinct real roots. And number 2, if the value of the discriminant is equal to 0, then we have 2 equal roots. Yan, pag equal to 0 siya, 2 equal roots yung nature ng roots natin. And if the value of b is less than 0, then no real roots. Kagaya yung sinolve ni Ma'am Naida kanina dun sa extracting of the square root, yung negative 81 kanina, no? So the value of b there is negative 81 and that is less than 0. So meaning to say, there is no real roots. Or ibig sabihin, wala tayong mahahanap na sagot sa the set of positive real numbers. Okay. So wala bang example na naibigay dito, Ma'am Marilyn? Ganyan lang?
Meron sir, meron po.
Okay.
Si Ma'am Naida po ang magdi-discuss ng example, Sir Sunny.
Okay, so si Ma'am Naida po ang magdi-discuss yung mga example natin following the three distinct nature or characteristics of the roots. Okay, Ma'am Naida, go take it away.
Okay na po kayo si Ma'am Naida. Na-disconnect po kasi siya kanina.
Tuloy-tuloy na ni Sir Sunny pagka nag-disconnect sila.
Sir Sunny, tuloy niyo na daw po kasi na-disconnect.
Kaya ano na,
Okay.
teacher Marilyn, nandito na ako. Hello, narinig
O
niyo
yan
na
na,
ako.
yan na. Yan na
Ay,
siya.
oo ma'am.
Hindi
Oo, narinig ka
pwedeng mawala
namin.
si Ma'am Naida dyan. Dapat meron yan.
Okay, kain na tayo. So, bago ko umpisan ang pag-discuss sa mga examples ng nature of the roots of the quadratic equation, pa-comment sa ating comment box mga anak ng discriminant o kaya capital letter D. Okay, yan. I-check ng inyong mga subject teachers. Yan ay isang paraan namin mga anak para ma-check kung kayo ay patuloy kayong sumusubaybay sa ating Math Alive sa Facebook Live. Malaking tulong ito para maintindihan ninyo ang mga lessons natin dahil wala pa tayong face-to-face. Okay, para-paraan para matuto po tayo. Okay, so example number 1. We are going to describe the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 6x equals negative 4. Step 1, write the equation in standard form. That is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay, then the standard form is 2x squared minus 6x plus 4 equals 0. And next is we are going to step 2. Step 2 na tayo. So take note, step 1 is write in standard form. Step 2, identify the values of A, B, and C in the equation. So we have A is equal to 2. B equals negative 6 and C equals 4. Then next, let us have step 3. Replace the values of A, B, and C in the discriminant formula. Okay, mga comment nyo mga anak sa comment box. Discriminant or capital letter D, mas mabilis. The formula is B squared minus 4AC. Substituting the formula, we have D equals the quantity of negative 6 squared minus 4 times 2 times 4. Simplify it, we have the square of negative 6 is 36 and multiply 4 times 2 is 8 times 4 is 32. So we have 36 minus 32. Therefore, our discriminant is 4. The discriminant, guys, is greater than 0. Therefore, the quadratic equation has two distinct real roots. Katulad ng example ko kanina, sa x squared equals 36, we have positive and negative 6. Okay, so that is example number 1. Let us have example number 2. Nawala na yata ako.
Example lang, ma'am.
Number 2, as an example number 2 natin.
Isang example lang, ma'am. Ito na po yung ano niya, summary niya.
Grabe, Teacher Marilyn, ginaganahan ako. Akala ko meron pa. Okay. Yan ang
Gusto ko yan. Ang energy level is 101%. Okay, thank you, Teacher Naida. So now we proceed to the question number 8. Question number 8 na tayo. So what is the nature of roots of the quadratic equations if the value of its discriminant is 0. A, the roots are not real. B, the roots are rational and not equal. C, the roots are irrational and not equal. And D, the roots are rational and equal. Ulitin ko, what is the nature of roots of the quadratic equations if the value of its discriminant is 0? A, the roots are not real. B, the roots are rational and not equal. C, the roots are irrational and not equal. D, the roots are rational and equal. Okay, ano pang hinihintay? I-type ang pangalan, section, and number 8 and your answer on the comment box. Okay, go, 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 RT learners! Kaya natin to! Kaya nyo yan! Fighting!
Ayan, tingnan natin kung meron na bang nakakuha ng tamang sagot. 9 Guyabano. From 9 Guyabano. Aba, ang bilis.
Congratulations from 9
From 9 Guyabano, Chanel, Jane, Belen.
Chanel.
The answer is, the correct answer is letter D. The roots are rational and equal.
Okay, congratulations, Chanel of 9 Guyabano. Galing-galing. Talagang very attentive sila at nakikinig.
Chanel, Jane, ayan, what's the name niya? Of 9 Guyabano.
Yes. Inaanyayahan namin ng iba pang ating mga learners na makipag-participate at makinig sa atin. Okay. So now,
Ulit ko na ma'am sa lesson number 3, Ma'am Marife.
okay, lesson number 3, may we have Teacher Marilyn about quadratic inequalities. Pero bago mag-start or explain si Teacher Marilyn, paki-comment po sa comment box ang QI, that is quadratic inequalities. Take it away, Teacher Marilyn.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Marife. Yan, lesson 3 na tayo mga anak. This will be the last topic natin for today. Nasa week 3 na po ito. Kanina, quadratic equations, ngayon po, inequalities. So kanina sa quadratic equations, ang symbol natin ay equal sign. Pero dahil inequalities na po tayo, not equal na siya, so pwedeng greater than, less than, so dapat yung ating equation ay nandito sa form na ax squared plus bx plus c is greater than 0, ax squared plus bx plus c is less than 0, ax squared plus bx plus c is greater than or equal to 0, and ax squared plus bx plus c is less than or equal to 0. So ito po yung mga symbols na gagamitin natin. At hindi lang po yon sa quadratic equations, dalawa lang ang kanilang roots, hindi po ba? Pero sa quadratic inequalities, marami yung solutions. So marami yung roots niyan. So let's try to illustrate the following. So mabilisan lang, number 1. Paano natin ilalagay sa number line? So nakikita niyo siguro yung number line. So nasa negative numbers yung nasa left side ng 0, positive numbers po yung nasa right side ng 0. Okay, ang first natin dito ay x greater than 2. So paano natin ipa-plot sa ating number line yung ating expression na x greater than 2? So ang gagawin lang, hanapin muna yung 2. So dahil wala pong equal, o hindi siya greater than lang, wala yung equal sa baba. So greater than lang, hindi kasama si 2. So ang ating pong gagamitin na pang-graph ay open circle. Okay? And then dahil greater than, yung mas malaking number po ng 2 ay nasa right side niya. Kaya yung ating arrow ay papunta sa right side. Okay? Ano pa? Pwede rin natin ilagay yung interval. So paano tayo maglalagay ng interval? So parenthesis po ang gagamitin natin kasi hindi naman kasali si 0. And then ilagay mo yung 2 dahil papunta siya sa right side. That means positive infinity. Kasi di ba yung number line natin, dire-diretso yan. So hindi lang iisa ang values na nandiyan. So marami, kaya positive infinity. So sa number 2 po, we have x is less than or equal to -1. So pansinin nyo, sa number 1 ay wala yung bar sa baba. Greater than lang siya. Ito, less than or equal. So ang ating graph, mga anak, ay closed circle. So kung nakita nyo, may shaded. Shaded na siya. So -1, nasa -1. Anong mga numbers ang less than -1? Of course, ito yung mga nasa left side ni -1. So tandaan yan, habang lumalayo yan, pag negative, lumiliit yung value niyan. So less than -1, nasa left side. Ngayon, paano natin isusulat yung kanyang interval notation? So ang nasa left side niya is negative, hindi ba? Negative infinity kasi arrow yan, tuloy-tuloy. So, ilagay muna natin yung negative infinity, comma, and then yung ating -1. Last, for example number 3, so ang expression natin ay x is less than -1, union of x greater than 3. Pwedeng union or pwedeng or. So, kung napansin nyo, dalawa yung values niyan. So, yung -1 muna, less than -1. So, open circle, papunta sa left. And then yung 3, open circle ulit, pero greater than, kaya papunta sa right. Ngayon, paano natin isusulat daw yung kanyang interval notation? So, yung unang -1 muna, meron tayong negative infinity. So, wala siyang boundaries, kaya parenthesis ang gagamitin natin. Sa negative infinity, comma, yung ating -1. So, union, kasi dalawa to. Wala siyang, walang boundaries din yan. So, unahin mo natin yung 3, and then positive infinity. Okay, so ayan po ang ating illustration of quadratic inequalities on our number line. Next po, paano naman kung ang given ay yung graph? Paano natin isusulat yung kanilang interval notation? Babaliktarin lang natin. Nasa ano nyo po ito? Nasa learning activity sheets nyo ito. Kaya kailangan ma-discuss natin. Okay, so first, sa ating graph, titignan mo muna. Yung unang graph natin, ang open circle niya ay -6. Saan papunta yung -6? Yung arrow papunta sa right. Meaning, greater than, di ba? So yung x, mag-start tayo magbasa sa gitna. So yung x should be greater than -6. But, tingnan natin, yung kabila naman, +4 is less than. Kasi papunta sa left. So ulitin ko, x should be greater than -6 but less than +4. Yan yung ating notation. So tandaan naman sa pagsulat ng interval, meron tayong tinatawag na open and close. So kung yung graph mo ay open, parenthesis ang gagamitin mo. Pero kung yung graph mo ay close or shaded na graph, shaded yung circle, yung ating bracket, close bracket ang gagamitin. So ang interval notation lang po, isulat mo lang yung unang number natin, -6. So ito yung ito kasi yung daw mga values natin ay nandito sa -5 hanggang 3. So hindi kasali yung -6 and 4. Kasi nga po ay yung symbol natin walang equal sign. Greater than lang at saka less than. Okay, so kaya ang gagamitin natin dyan ay parenthesis. Next, sa number 2 natin, yung number 2, paano man pag shaded na siya or closed na yung ating circle. So pansinin niyo yung solution set natin. Yung x natin should be, so yung right side ng -3, di ba yan ay greater than, mas malaki sa 3. Pero yung left side ng 2, that is less than naman. So tingnan natin. Ang basa mag-start sa x. X is greater than or equal to -3, but less than or equal to -2. So yun yung boundaries natin. Hanggang dun lang siya. So x should be greater than -3 daw yung values, pero hindi siya less than, hindi siya tataas sa +2. So paano natin isusulat yung interval notation? Ano ang gagamitin natin? Parenthesis ba o yung bracket na ang gagamitin natin? Yan. So dahil close yung ating graph, kailangan bracket ang ating gagamitin. Okay, so yung bracket natin mag-start lang kay -3 and then kay isulat yung -3 and then 2. Ibig sabihin yung values daw natin ay from -3 hanggang kay +2. O sa kasali si -3 at si -5. Okay. For the last example, ayan, ma'am, paano pag ganito maghiwalay tapos magkaiba pa? Paano natin isusulat yung notation niyan? So, ang solution set niyan may union. Okay? Kasi hindi siya magkasama, magkahiwalay sila. So, union natin, yung set muna ng -1, so less than, di ba? Si x is less than -1. Yung kabila naman, yung x ay greater than or equal to kasi shaded. Kaya merong equal to, greater than, or equal to 3. So that's the solution set. Paano ma'am yung interval notation? Paano po isusulat? Okay, so infinity, tandaan pag infinity, walang boundaries, kaya parenthesis po ang gagamitin natin sa negative infinity and then -1. Union, yan yung first set natin. Union is yung positive 3, hindi siya parenthesis kasi close yung ating circle. So magiging bracket siya, 3, and then positive infinity, parenthesis po ulit ang gagamitin. So yan ang ating pag-illustrate ng quadratic inequalities. Okay po, question number 9 na po tayo, Ma'am Naida. Ma'am Marife? Hindi yata ako
Para naman kung naintindihan natin ang paliwanag ni Teacher Marilyn, narito ang question number 9. Which of the following sets of integers represents x less than or equal to 3? A, the quantity of 3, 4, and 5. B, 3, 2, 1. C, 4, 5, 1. And letter D, -3, 0, and 4. Okay. I-comment na, i-type na ang inyong sagot sa comment box. Huwag kalimutan ang inyong section.
Shout out po natin. Meron tayong may nanonood sa atin from Caloocan City, Melian Dante Cardillo. Thank you for watching po. Diba?
Hello po, salamat po sa panunood sa amin at pagsama po hanggang sa oras na ito. Okay?
Yeah, so yung
Na ba kayo, dear learners? O,
meron
konti
pa
na
from
lang.
Rona's Creation daw po, nanonood sa atin ngayon. Ronald Lani D of Rona's Creation. Thank you for watching po. May winner na po ba tayo? Nakuha na kaya nila ang tamang sagot?
Sila po
Sino
ang
yung pinakauna po?
kasama
Number
natin. Donya
9. Less than po less than or equal to 3. Ibig sabihin, ano daw yung number dyan na mas mababa? Mas mababa or equal or kapareho ng 3. Sige, tingnan ko natin. Okay, may sumagot na po. Natasha Pearl Itan of 9 Darwin. Siya yung una. Tama po ba, Ma'am Marica? Siya ba yung una? Natasha Pearl Itan.
Of 9 Darwin. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Natasha.
Nararamdaman ko, mga teammates, nararamdaman ko, malapit na naman ang pamagnum ni Sir Sunny pag nagkita-kita tayo sa October. Bakit? Mga active na mga estudyante niya, oh. Diba? Palaging mga 9 Darwin ang very active ngayong araw na to. Sa susunod kayang session natin, anong section naman kaya? Most active. Dapat meron tayong
Dapat meron tayong most active section. Di ba?
Natin ngayon ay 9 Darwin. And tignan ko natin yung pinakamadaming nag-comment din na section mamaya. Para mabigyan natin sila ng recognition. So ang gagawin natin mamaya is review natin ang ating comment box. Ano po, our dear teammates? Para makita natin ang most active section. Okay.
Acknowledge po natin muna yung 14 participants natin from the class point. Thank you so much po. Jonard Alonso, Myla Ronas, Natasha Perltan, Musikaya Lumandas, Jocelyn Joyce Morales, Tracy Tel de Guzman, Adrian Paul Panaga, Musikaya Lumandas, Althea May Galabay, dalawa ng account na, Jerwina Nicolas, Eliza Doroni of 9 Calamansi, Precious Benito, Stephanie C. Agonoy of 9 Avocado, and Angel Ann Beltran Domingo. Thank you so much for joining the class point. Ayan po. Sige,
Okay, may section ba
Ready,
siya?
ready na po si Sir Sunny para sa ating example.
Okay. Okay. Take it away, Sir Sunny, ang aming nag-iisa.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma'am Maripe and Ma'am Marilyn. Napakaganda yung sharings niyo dyan. At satisfied naman kasi ang daming nag-answer ng kanilang mga tamang sagot. So this time, let's proceed now in solving quadratic inequalities in one variable. Of course, before you can solve this one, kailangan marunong na kayo mag-solve ng quadratic equality. Okay, so our first problem is this. X squared plus 2x minus 15 greater than 0. So we are tasked or we are asked to find the value of x if we're going to replace or substitute in the equation, then the inequality must be greater than 0. So the first thing to do is to factor the quadratic equation. So a while back, yung lesson natin kanina, one of the solution of a quadratic equation is by factoring. So how did we get x minus 3 and x plus 5? Simply find a factor of the value of c that when added, it is equal to positive 2, the coefficient of the linear term, which is 2x. So yung coefficient natin doon, numerical coefficient is 2. So the correct answer is positive 5 and negative 3 because if you're going to multiply that, it is negative 15. And if you're going to add, it is equivalent to positive 2. And then solving for x using yung zero product property. The two factors must be equated to 0. So taking the first factor, that is x minus 3 is equal to 0. So therefore, x is equal to 3. And the second factor, x plus 5 equals 0. And then solving for x using addition property of equality, then the value of x is negative 5. So therefore, the roots are negative 3 and negative 5. Okay, next slide. Okay, so after finding the roots, we are going to plot this point on the number line. So as you can see here, we have now a small circle corresponding to negative 5 and positive 3 because these are the roots. Now, since our inequality is greater than, so next slide, sir. Tapos na tayo dun sa plotting the point. Next slide. Okay, so step 3, test a number from each interval against the inequality. So in order to determine the direction of the arrow, okay, by the way, you have already understand the while back in the explanation of Ma'am Marilyn when to use a hollow dot or hollow circle and a solid circle. Kailan natin ginagamit yung hollow circle? If it is only greater than or less than. And kailan naman natin ginagamit yung solid circle or solid dot? If it contains equal to, just like greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, then we are going to shade the circle. So in this case, may we try a number less than negative 5. And one of the values of that region is equivalent to x is equal to negative 6. Because negative 6 is less than negative 5. Take note, my dear student, as you go closer to 0, when it comes to negative integer, the greater the value. Since 6 is farther than negative 5 from 0, so therefore negative 6 is less than 5. After substituting, we come up here, negative 6 squared plus 2 times negative 6 minus 15. So that is negative 6 times negative 6 is 36. And positive 2 times negative 6 is equivalent to negative 12, and then just bring down negative 15. And if you simplify the left side, it is equivalent to 9, and that is greater than 0. So therefore, it is correct. So there's no need to try on the other side of negative 5 because negative 6 is already correct. So therefore, the direction of the arrow is going to the left. So yun po yung kanyang solution. Kaya lang hindi siya included yung negative 5 because our inequality is less than. Okay, may we try x greater than positive 3. So what are the numbers greater than positive 3? Referring to the number line, of course, 4, 5, 6 are greater than negative 3. And may we let x to be our sample. So replacing from the equation x squared plus 2x minus 15 greater than 0, so that is 4. Square that, 16. And then 2 times 4, that is 8. And then bring down negative 15. And if you're going to simplify also that one, 16 plus 8, 24 minus 15 is positive 9. It is also greater than 0. So again, starting from positive 3, going to the right is the solution. Okay, how could we write that in terms of set notation and interval notation? Okay, so write the interval notation or solution set on the inequality. So since our solutions, we have two sets of solution here, and that is, paano natin babasahin ito? Solution set. Ganito ang pagbasa dito mga anak ha, x, tapos yung parang column dan is such that x greater than 3 or x is less than negative 5. So dito sa first, dun sa positive side natin, since positive 3 is not included, that's why our inequality is greater than. And the same true on the left side of the number line, negative 5 is not also included. So therefore, we're going to use less than. Okay, how about step 5? Next. O yun, okay, yung interval notation naman natin. Ano yung sinabi kanina ni Ma'am Marilyn? Kapag walang equal to, ang gagamitin natin is parentheses, open and close parentheses. O, parehas naman dito na walang equal to yan. So therefore, we're going to use the interval negative infinity, comma, negative 5. Kasi starting from negative 5, going to the left up to infinity. And the other solution is x is equal to 3, going to the right up to infinity. Since in between these two solutions are not included, so we're going to use the symbol union or and ata yung other term for union. So in the interval notation, so that is negative infinity comma negative 5 and positive 3 comma up to positive infinity. Okay, so let's proceed now to question number 10. Back to you.
Yan, last question na, Ma'am Marife.
So meron pa palang
Thank you, Sir Sunny.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you din.
Okay.
Ang linaw ng paliwanag ni Sir Sunny, Ma'am Marife.
Yes naman.
Master teacher, dalubhasang guro talaga. Master teacher 2 talaga ng mathematics learning area, di ba?
Ng mathematics learning area. Our master teacher 2. Sir
Soon.
Steve Bugawisa.
Our partner here soon to become also.
Okay, sir. Dito na tayo sa question number 10.
Okay, question number 10 na. Sino ba yung babasa dyan? Ikaw ata, ma'am eh.
Okay, sige. Tingnan natin. Dapat makuha nyo ito ha, RV learners. Kasi ang galing ni Sir Sunny na nag-explain. So dapat makuha ninyo ang tamang sagot. So which of the following sets of integers will satisfy the quadratic inequality x squared minus 10 is greater than or equal to x? Which of the following sets of integers will satisfy the quadratic inequality x squared minus 10 is greater than or equal to x. So may we have letter A, we have 3, 4, 5. Letter B, negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. Letter C, negative 2, negative 1, and 0. And letter D is the set of 5, 6, and 7. Okay, what are you waiting for, dear learners? I-type na ang iyong kompletong pangalan, ang iyong section, ang number 10, and of course, your correct answer para manalo ng 20 peso load. Okay, go, go, go!
Shout out muna tayo, ma'am, kay Jillian Cabasag of Villafugo Integrated School, Villafugo, Aurora. Isabella for watching Math Alive sa Facebook Live. Si Jillian po ay grade 9 students din. So welcome po kayo na manood. Thank you for watching. Ayan, so meron na ba? So nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Ayan, nakita ko na po ang tamang sagot. From grade 9, Lanzones. O, di ba? Okay, grade 9 Lanzones. Nakuha niya ang tamang sagot. Ang, bigyan natin sila ng tip, Ma'am Marife. Kasi ito, yung question po na ito ay makikita rin nila sa kanilang last or VQ. Parang ganun. Kaya yung mga nanonood ngayon, ay meron na silang point, di ba, para sa question na yan. So yun naman yung ibibigay natin na bonus sa kanila. Dahil nanood sila, so makikuha na nila yung tamang sagot. So ang tip natin dyan, pwede rin na, dahil nakalagay yung mga values, pwede na nilang i-test muna yung mga values na nandun sa choices. Kung ano yung mag-satisfy dun sa ating inequality, yun na yung ang tamang sagot. Di po ba? So may nakakuha ng tamang sagot from 9 Lanzones. Angel and Beltran Domingo. Okay, kompleto talaga. Congratulations, Angel. Yung mga winners po natin, paki-PM na lang po sa inyong math teacher ang inyong number para po mabigyan po kayo ng load. Di ba?
May solution ba yan? May solution ba yan, ma'am? Number 10?
Wait lang, sir. Hindi yata nailagay dito, sir. Pero i-explain mo yata. Sorry.
Tama.
Hindi yata nailagay, sir. Pero pag pinalitan kasi nila yung values ng 5, halimbawa 5, dapat greater than or equal to 5 din. Parang ito, yung 5. 5 times 5, di ba? 25. 25 minus 10 is 15. Greater than 5 siya. So, pag nag-less than tayo, kagaya ng 4 times 4, 16, kagaya ng, 3. 9 minus 10, di ba 9 minus 10 is negative na siya. So, less than 3 na siya.
Correct. Tama.
Okay po, ganun lang naman yung ating ano. So, letter D po yung ating sagot.
Yes,
Okay
yes.
na po. Para doon na tayo sa lesson recap, Ma'am Naida. Lesson recap na po.
Okay, so sa lesson recap na tayo. So ito yung ating mga natutunan ngayong araw. Number 1, quadratic equations can be written in the standard form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. For a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Another, we have also the different methods in solving quadratic equation. First is by extracting the square roots. Second, by factoring. Third, by completing the square. And fourth, by using the quadratic formula. And lastly, quadratic inequalities. The quadratic inequalities in one variable can be solved by finding the roots of its corresponding equality. Then, illustrate in a number line. So those are the learnings that we had for today's discussion. Back to you, Tita Marilyn.
Ang dami nilang
Ma'am Naida. Ma'am Marife po.
Okay, so
Marife.
may life application of quadratic equation. Here, in quadratic equation, marami tayong mga ginagawa araw-araw na naya-apply pala natin. For example, As you can see on the pictures, we have here the throwing a ball. Ano yan? Soccer ba yan? Or it can also be in a basketball, in any sports. We have also in finding the speed, calculating room areas, and the quadratics in athletics. O, diba? Quadratics in athletics. The projectile motion, so meron din dyan. And as you can see, class, meron tayo dito, nilagay ni Teacher Marilyn. Baka kailangan ko bang banggitin yung kanyang, okay, example lang naman ito, ang ating McDonald's, for example. That is a parabola kasi. Okay, so yan yung nakikita kasi natin araw-araw, class. So, and also ang ating mga bridges. Dito sa atin, meron din dito yung rainbow. That is also the application of quadratic equation wherein the graph is also in the form of parabola. And of course, dito sa atin, sa ating probinsya, meron din tayong mga bridges na makikita dito sa ating sa Pumalini, Santa Maria. So may mga bridges po dyan na nagpapakita din ng parabola. Okay, also in Tubigarao City. Okay, meron pa po kayang idadagdag, teammates?
Thank you, Ma'am Marife. Belated happy birthday po. May kumati. So from JD. Yan. Ikaw, Sir Sunny, meron ka pong idadagdag sa ating real life application?
Okay, marami talagang application yan, kagaya yung maximum and minimum. When it comes to business, just like in our place, we are very familiar with farming. So in farming, yung isang magsasaka, dapat may limit yung number of kabans of fertilizer to be applied in a certain farmland para sa ganun ay ma-maximize ang kanyang expenses. Kasi pag masyadong konti yung kanyang ibigay o ilagay na abono, mababa rin ang kanyang harvest.
Yeah, time na daw po.
Okay, so next time na.
Hanggang 11:30 lang kasi tayo. Okay.
Ayan na. Sige, magpapasalamat na tayo.
Kaya ang ating reflection,
Wala na yan talaga yung reflection
form
niya.
of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. Okay, our dear learners, make a reflection on this quotation. Kailan sa buhay mo that you have tried to make unequal things equal, and how you best deal with inequality. Okay. So magbibigay lang kami ng konting pwede pa ba or hindi na? Okay, sige, time na daw, sabi ni Sir Joshel. Explain na lang
Acknowledgement na lang po.
Nating live discussion. Ang quotation na ito, para ma-discuss din natin kung sinong nakapagbigay sa atin ng tamang sagot. Okay, acknowledgement, Sir Sunny.
Okay, so it's time for us to acknowledge our participants. So we would like to thank our production team, of course, our specialist, Sir Jasel Reson Guillermo, to our assistant principal, Ma'am Ruby R. Guillermo, and to our officer in charge, Sir Rodrigo V. Pascua, and to my co-host, Ma'am Marife F. Guillermo. Good morning to all of us.
Okay, special thanks also to our very loving supervisory head of Mathematics Learning Area, Ma'am Merlinda Dayao Dante. To our discussants teachers, Teacher Naida Mangabat, and presentation designer of today's live discussion, Teacher Marilyn Culiano, and of course, your host for today, yours truly,
Ang Marife Guillermo.
Yes, and Sir Sunny
Bugawisan.
Thank you for joining and staying with us today. See you again next
time on Math Alive
Live sa Facebook Live.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Learners from other
Ma'am, sayang yung ano.
grade level, thank you for
Tapos
watching.
na
Grade
Pre-calculus, advanced algebra, intermediate algebra, trigonometry, elementary algebra, geometry, mga araling dapat tuklasin, mathematics learning area, mathematics kahit saan, kahit kailan, mathematics, maaasahan, inyong tututukan dito sa 106.3 DWDR-FM. Basta Dance Radio, learning is amazing! Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
For something big.
All right, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR-FM.
Nais mong matuto, buksan mo ang iyong radyo. Lahat kami ay narito, tapat sa aming serbisyo. Walang problemang di malalampasan. Magliliwanag ang ating kinabukasan. Dance Radio, silid-aralan sa radyo. Hatid namin makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo. Kahit saan at kahit kailan, hindi ka iiwanan. Hatid namin bagong kaalaman. Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong. Sulong edukalidad, Dance Radio. Learning is the name.